say does that star-spangled...
And the decision by the Knicks to change their head coach this summer, Shams. A controversial move, to say the least.
Absolute stunner, because this team had really built an identity. They were just coming off a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years in New York. So can they continue to build on that culture under Coach Mike Brown? I'm told Mike Brown understands this Knicks job, BA. It's championship or bust moving forward.
He's a tough guy. It's a tough town. We'll see if the Knicks have another run in them. And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Hero outside. The kick out to Adebayo. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
Brunson against Mitchell. Fades. Rebound Miami. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, VA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Now here's Powell. He just could not put it together in that loss to New York. No good from 11 feet. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. High arcing shot. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Limited success for them early on here, but don't expect that to continue.
Miami, no good that time either.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Brunson. Kicks it out Towns. Shot clock at 5. And Anunoby for 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Heat leading by 4. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
VA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Mitchell. And a switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Oh, I like that effort from Andrew Wiggins there. Doing a nice job on the offensive glass.
Here's Brunson. The Heat making their last shot. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to Robinson. Back to Towns. And here's Bridges. Powell covers. Towns, a screen on Powell. Towns up top. To stop the drought. And he lays it in.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He got awesome touch. Plus, he's 6'11" and almost 300 lbs.
Now here's Wiggins. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game. Adebayo passes to Hero. Over Brunson. Hart pulls it in.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major. Not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Bridges misses. Miami leading by 4. To the right side. Hero looking over the floor. Adebayo kicks it to Hero. There's the 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
Here's Brunson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brunson's gotten his second bucket.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
Now here's Adebayo, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Brunson. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hart. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Hero, no good.
And they're winning despite his poor showing offensively. Some nights, your teammates have to carry you.
It's good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Hero outside. The 3 is up. No good on the buzzer beater. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on Miami so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Gershon Yabusele out there with Josh Hart. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. Now here's Jaquez. They set the screen to the inside. Here's Jovic. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA. The thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk-reward that you play with as a general manager.
So it's Miami now. The Knicks making their last shot. Pass to Smith. Inside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Miami shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Now here's Bridges. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And Shams, you're always ready to break a story. Is there ever a chance for you to unplug?
Late summer is when things are quietest, that mid-August through September Labor Day window. That's usually the best moment to get off the grid. But, BA, you never know in today's NBA when things could happen, and that could be in the summer, too.
And you're always ready. I know that about you. You're a workhorse.
Always ready.
Here's Hart. Miami making their last shot. Clarkson attacking. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Large guard loves to drive it, and somebody on defense needs to rotate in front of Clarkson if you're going to stop him.
Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Back to Mitchell. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Jovic's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And the basket by Bridges.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. And a switch here also for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Yabusele. Heat trail by 3. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. The financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk, though.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
To Miami, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Jovic has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Pass to Towns from the arc. Oh, Cat rains one in from deep.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Here's Jovic. Mitchell, a screen on Hart. Back to Mitchell. For 3, Powell. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Anunoby. He misses it. 0 for 5 and looking off his game right now. Here's Powell, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one's on Clarkson.
You know, one of the most underrated scorers in the game, in my opinion, is Norm Powell. He's especially lethal and dangerous from the arc, and a real asset for this team.
Tyler Hero's checked in for Wiggins. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
The Heat making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." BA, back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Fader on the way. Adebayo, no good.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line. Yeah, I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
Anunoby can't get it to go. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Hero for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. Out to the right wing. Towns down low. Counted by Adebayo. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a difficult assignment. I mean, having to guard Towns in that area, he's always going to find a way to get his shot off cleanly.
Adebayo passes to Jovic. Here's Wiggins. And it's New York with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Back to Bridges. Hart passes to Bridges. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Knicks, up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
In the West, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you see how he creates the offense? Efficient, high-volume scorer.
Heading back to the Heat for a moment, they're right in the middle of a highly contested battle.
I'm impressed they're still.
Thanks as always.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Adebayo and Ware together inside. Mitchell out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Powell in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. The one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Knicks leading by 6. Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Towns finds Bridges. Back to Towns. 6 to shoot. And here's Brunson from the arc. Rebound Miami. Powell outside. To the paint. Here's... Oh, that was something else, man! Wow, show us some power!
Norman Powell has grown dramatically as a playmaker. He's dangerous with the rock in his hands as a scorer and dime dropper.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. Towns on a screen. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. For 3, Bridges. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Bridges has got 9.
Bridges showing you the range right there.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. 7-point differential. Powell for 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Off target at the rim. The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Bridges.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Back to Towns. Pass to Brunson. This one for 3. Rebound Miami.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Wow, that's good.
Boy, that's power. He can stretch you out to the 3, but also hit that midi, too.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. They had one key for quality teams in this league: beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Doesn't matter which hand he uses, Brunson is an excellent finisher around the rim.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. In third, the Knicks.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Heat trail by 7. The drive by Powell. Pass to Ware. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Ware. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Bridges. They get it again. Left side, Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. Goes up again. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Heat have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best spotting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
Towns finds Brunson. Back to Towns. Over Hero. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Towns has got 9.
I tell you, I mean, the confidence of Towns when he's facing up, really relaxed and comfortable to let it go without hesitation.
Now here's Powell. Give him 8 points now. Buries it from 3. 11 points in the game.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fires the 3. The rebound by Ware. Heat trail by 6. To the wing, right side. Towns against Adebayo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Clark, 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, BA, making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're certainly capable.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Jovic comes in for Ware. And it's Andrew Wiggins in for Mitchell. Hero with the bucket.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Here's Bridges. Hart from long range. New York, again, can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Hero. And it's New York with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Elevating like a rocket booster. Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
Pass to Jovic. Back to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Wiggins outside. Here's Jovic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jovic has got 9 points. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's McBride in at the point. Now here's Adebayo. Novic's shot is off. Clarkson passes to Hart. Rebounded by Jovic. And Wiggins has got the ball here for Miami. They trail by 3. Adebayo, no good. New York shooting it well, almost 50% for the floor. Towns a screen on Wiggins. Towns, right side. Towns double team. Anunoby finds Hart. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 6.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Three-pointer. And Anunoby pulls it down. Looking to get it going. That shot missing.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager. Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
McBride passes to Clarkson. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Pass to Jovic. Wiggins against Anunoby. Now Jaquez. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. The Heat making a switch here. Bears checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. McBride passes to Robinson. Nice D from Ware.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Jaquez finds Wiggins. And here's Mitchell. Down low. Clock at 6. Here's Wiggins. Whoa! Wiggins with feeling.
Rising above the rim. Wiggins encounters very few defenders who can meet him up at that apex.
Here's Hart. Now here's Anunoby. Towns on a screen. 18 feet out. Oh, it misses. Miami's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Now Adebayo. Bam! Hammers it down.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So for Miami, Powell, he's checked in for Jaquez, and it's Hero in for Wiggins. New York also changing it up. Mikal Bridges checked in for Hart, and it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Hero. To take the lead. Towns rips down the board. For New York, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal.
Bridges is really a good foul shooter, so you do not want to send him to the line.
That's good from Bridges.
New York, Mikal Bridges. 2.
Bridges hits them both.
Important moment, a lot at stake. Able to keep his composure and deliver. Love it.
Powell in the post. Anunoby covering. Robinson rips down the board. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Just in time with the putback.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now here's Hero. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Towns. Brunson with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Towns. Oh, he misses the dunk. Miami has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Adebayo! Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Knicks with the lead. He launches. Bridges. Another shot. And he cashes it in on the layup.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Hero against Bridges. Now Adebayo. Hero fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
A huge bucket for Hero. I mean, we've seen it do it in the finals, and the moment not too big for Tyler.
Towns, a screen on Mitchell. Now Anunoby. And yes, sir! Matching 3-pointers. Wow!
Anunoby, oh, gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
Bridges against Hero. Outside Mitchell. Where the screen. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll put him up 2. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Up top, Hero. He's guarded by Bridges. Adebayo outside to take the lead. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
I want my own island, and bet you I'ma get it. I switch hit and play with both mitts. I'm after yo, he ain't doing it right. She's after yo scritch, and I'm after hers. With these mackin' words, nerd. I thought squares stayed sharp. You're nothing but a mark in a bucket skylark. I'm playing my part. I'm Mr. Furley, quit in the rut.